Mm, I don't know. Haven't thought about it. Wasn't in my feelings. Not in my feelings. Now TikTok gonna bite that. Stop biting me, y'all. Why y'all bite that? I'm not in my feelings. I'm not in my feelings. I'm not in my feelings. All of that is feelings. All of that is feelings, boo boo. I'm not in my feelings. She thought she was teaching me something. Sometimes, most of the time, a lot of times, ain't no reason for me to be in them right now. You must be in yours. How you feeling? Yes, you did. You want me to go back up to you and read the comment to you again? You said not emotionally. You thought you was teaching me something. You know I'm a smart ass, right? I don't know if you know, but I'm telling you right now, I'm a smart ass. I was born like this though, so you can hold it against me if you want to. I wouldn't hold it against me if I was you. I wasn't in pain a few days ago, so you lying. And I don't mind calling you a liar if you're saying something that's not true. I'm not finna go through the damn dictionary and look for a nice way to say that's not true. That's not true. I haven't been hurting on here. That was probably over a week ago. That was over a week ago. Right. So you think that I'm supposed to collect the accurate perception of you when you're telling me shit that's not accurate, right? You do know that, right? I'm a smart ass. So hopefully you understand that I really do things in a lot, not always logical, but some type of rational way. Like, how do you expect me to go retrieve a memory when every location that you're giving me for the memory is non-existent? That does not matter if my hair was down, bro. Even if I'm in pain, why is you asking me how I'm doing tonight if you know I'm in pain? What's the point of that? I'm trying to get the rationale behind your. It's like, I think, let me say this, okay? Let me start like this. And when I say this, I'm going to sound facetious, but I don't mean to be facetious. I'm just straight to the point. You feel me? Because I don't got time for all that extra damn feelings. So get out your feelings and just listen. I'm the kind of person when you speak to me, you probably got to think before you speak. You know what I'm saying? I think hella fast too. I process information hella fast. And if you don't think before you speak to me, and you say some fragmented ass shit to me, you're gonna leave my mind so curious. And then either I'm gonna fill in the blanks, or I'm gonna ask you for follow up data so that I can have a clear understanding of what you were trying to express or articulate. Because most of us are linguistically uh challenged. We speak so fragmentedly, and then somebody like me who is you know what I'm saying, average with my linguistics are basically average. I got a higher ability to understand. So when you say stuff wrong, and this is where people have a mistake, and I think they take me as they take me, they come, I come off as rude, abrasive, negative, aggressive, mean, and it's just because I'm like, there's a miscommunication, and there's no way to say this nicely, okay? So I'm just gonna fucking say it, all right? When people are not high vibrational, high intelligence, high consciousness, high awareness, they're not aware of, I know you, I'm not trying to act like you, like I know you more than you do. It has nothing to do with that. See, that's what I'm saying. You're trying to tell me what you think I'm about to say. And how could you even possibly know what I'm about to say? That's what I'm saying. Like, hold on, slow your roll, slow down, slow down. Because what I'm actually about to say is so much more shittier than that, if you want to put it that way. Most of y'all, what I'm saying, and you probably, y'all are not very intelligent. And y'all speak ignorantly. And it's not like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just that when you're speaking to somebody who has a little more coherence, then when you speak with it from distortion, right? Let's talk about this in quantum. When you're speaking from distortion and you're speaking to somebody that's in more coherence, they're going to organize your thoughts so that they are more coherent. And in order for me to organize your thoughts so that they're more coherent, to take them out of distortion, I have to like clarify and ask questions so that I don't put more distortion on the distortion. The only way I can bring coherence is through clarity. So it's it's a very hard thing in this world when you're dealing with people who using the same language but speaking different languages at the same time, right? Because it sounds like we're all speaking English to one another, but we're not. Like, so many times I've had people come in here and tell me, well, that's what I mean. And that's what it mean to me. Like, just the other day, the girl BD kept calling me bipolar. And bipolar is a form of depression. And I've never been depressed. So she kept saying, you're bipolar because I feel like you're being mean to me today. I'm like, no, I'm not being mean to you. I'm just telling you the truth. Every time I tell you the truth, you feel like I'm being mean to you. Yeah, that's bipolar. That's not bipolar. That's what it is to me. Well, that is why we're having a miscommunication. Because first of all, you're labeling me in a public atmosphere. You're labeling me in a public atmosphere. So now you're saying I'm bipolar in a public atmosphere, and other people don't know that I'm not bipolar or not depressed. They only hear what you're saying. So I have to correct things. I have to address certain things because people are constantly speaking without even thinking. And so, first of all, you coming here asking me how I'm feeling. First of all, you should have said, "Are you having any pain?" Because you asked me about my feelings. And then you're going to say, "Well, I didn't mean your emotions." But you asked me about my feelings, and my feelings is my emotions. Like, what are you saying here? And then you act like I read it, I got it wrong. You double down, and then you got it wrong again. And then, like, I catch shit like that because if you ask me wrong, I should just answer you wrong then. And that's what I did. I said I ain't in my feelings. I don't know. I don't know. I said I don't know because I don't know. What do you want me to do? It's like if you don't see me in pain, did you want me to go into my conscious and pull the pain into my body? Like, I don't get it. If you don't see me sitting here in pain, why would you ask me about my pain? Why would you try to bring that to my awareness, to my attention? Why would you try to collapse my reality onto my pain? That is a wicked, evil type of energy. If you see me sitting up here chilling, and then you want to try to draw my pain, right? Because you don't see me in no pain right now. So why would that be something that you feel the need to talk about? Why would you want to bring that to my awareness? Because you see me not aware of that. Like, y'all evil, bro. And I don't think that you think. I think that y'all try to downplay that y'all evil. And y'all don't know y'all evil, or y'all try to downplay y'all evil. Because if I'm sitting up here and I'm not in no painful disposition, why are we talking about that? You asked me how I'm feeling. I told you I ain't even in my feelings. That should have been like, move on. But instead you gonna tell me I ain't talking about, I don't know how I'm feeling right now. I'm just here. I'm just being right now. I'm just present. I'm not always having no feelings. I don't always have a feeling. I'm not sitting here wondering how I'm feeling, thinking about, how am I feeling? I'm not. I'm just present. I'm not feeling shit. I don't always feel something. Sometimes I feel nothing. I want to not feel nothing sometimes. I don't think all the time. My brain is not just 25. No, that's what y'all think. That's not how my brain is. Sheesh. Y'all gotta think before y'all talk to me. If y'all don't think before y'all talk to me, y'all gonna irritate me. Cause I don't know, it's just I don't know. I'm not gonna make friends on this app. I'm not gonna make friends probably ever, cause most people just blow me. I probably need some YT friends. I ain't gonna lie. It's just what the fuck? What the fuck I'm gonna do with some YT people, bro? I don't know. But I think I'm gonna have to start getting some YT. I'm gonna have to learn how to hang around YT people. I'm gonna have to. At this point, I'm giving up on my skin folks. I officially give up on my skin folks. Yeah, so now I'm gonna start wondering how it's gonna be to hang out with some new people. Bye. Bye. You didn't even have to tell me you were out. You could have just left. It don't matter if you don't know me. Y'all need to learn how to have a little goddamn fucking what's the fucking word? Like y'all don't have no kind of no social etiquette. No, y'all don't know how to talk. Like y'all Y'all brains don't work, bro. And then when somebody tries to correct y'all so that they can get it right, y'all get offended. Y'all take offense. And then y'all start saying, "Oh, blah blah." Then I'm the wrong one because I'm correcting you. You all hate correction. This is why what's about to happen in the world right now. A lot of y'all not gonna get saved. A lot of y'all literally gotta fall flat on y'all ass before y'all learn something. It's something in the Bible about motherfuckers that hate correction. And that's you motherfuckers. Y'all hate correction. But y'all stay wanting to correct somebody else. It's projection too. For her to come here and ask me how I'm feeling, that was a projection off top. And if she would have let me explain that to her, she would have got a chance to learn something instead of trying to teach me something. The fact that you came here asking me how I'm feeling was a projection. You really wanted me to ask you how you was feeling because you were in your fucking feelings. Because I wasn't in mine. And then the fact that I told you that I wasn't in my feelings, the fact that you responded with like, I didn't mean your emotions, and you couldn't accept that I wasn't in my feelings at all. Now you just now left because you realize, like, bro, I'm going to make so much sense because y'all be thinking y'all really make sense. And that's the part where it really makes no point of me trying to make sense to y'all because y'all have, if y'all had the capacity to understand what I was saying, it would already make sense to you. But maybe somebody else in my live be hearing my shit and they go back and they translate for y'all. But bro, it's some simple shit. Y'all don't know how to conversate, communicate, or nothing. And then when somebody try to correct you or try to teach you something, you don't fucking want to hear it. God. Y'all want to see the free shit I got at Pride today? That's what we can do. I shouldn't even be doing this because who gonna put this shit up? I'm not doing it. I'm not pulling all this shit up. Anyway, I got this full bag of shit at Pride today. I ain't pulling that shit out. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you. If you come in here, you come in here, you gonna get taught something. If you come in here and you doing something that is ass backwards, I'm gonna teach you the front forwards way. Cause I don't do well with low intelligence. A body white, okay. Hey, y'all funky girls. Y'all girls that be funky. See, you can carry a case like this, Boogie Butt, in your purse. And when you gotta go to somebody's house and try to open your legs, you can wipe real good and clean one of these. The crazy thing is like, y'all so delusional, bro. That's why y'all fucked up so delusional. Everybody's saying they got a fucking degree in physics now. They study physics now. All of a something. But I was just crazy a week ago. But now everybody got a fucking degree in physics now. Bro, but I'm the crazy one. Let me play my timeline on y'all. This is why I should stop teaching y'all. But I ain't gonna stop teaching y'all. Y'all lucky. But I should stop. The thing right now, y'all don't realize where we are right now. We are in a place of transition. When stuff happens, you got a transitional period. That's from when you're transmuting or transferring the old energy to new energy. You feel me? So when you're transferring, transmuting, transitioning from one system to another system, it's a process. And right now, the process that everybody really need to worry about focusing on is anchoring and they releasing into reality. Already, you can see that this quantum the science of consciousness is very real, because how people are magnetized to it. Everybody, soon as you, everybody, that, and I'm joking when I say everybody's a physicist now, but literally it's so magnetized to you that everybody understands it. So you heard physics all your life, and quantum physics is even more complex. You've heard about physics all your life and thought, oh, physics, I couldn't even possibly imagine. Now, I'm not talking about when we're talking about solving equations, because solving equations is how you derive the concepts of physics. The theoretical concepts are equations or theorems. So the equations is what helps us prove the concept that is what you are able to to get. So basically you guys are learning conceptual physics, which is good enough. The fact that you are able to grasp complex concepts is important. But what I want you to realize is that y'all are already grasping and understanding physics, and you barely know math. You barely know reasoning. You barely know synthesizing. You barely know chemistry. You barely know biology. You barely know physics. You barely heard of physics. And when you hear it, it resonates, because truth resonates with you, is what I've been trying to teach y'all. Let's go back a little bit so I can teach y'all a little bit, and then we'll go forward. It's about resonating, because y'all want to embody this. So right now, we are learning the information, but y'all want to get to the point where y'all are embodying this and not just talking about it. Because if you don't start embodying it and holding the flame, then the flame's gonna go out. Then you're gonna slowly regress. And so right now you need to know how to hold that flame. So I know that you want to, like, so the thing is that every time that what you realize is every time that you're talking about it, every time you're in that energy, you are feeling yourself anchored in that flame. So what you have to do is, just like everything else, it's the observer effect. You have to keep observing yourself in this new reality, in this new earth. Keep observing yourself in your visions, in your self-talk, in your thoughts, in your consciousness, in your nervous system. You have to keep feeling yourself in this new energy. When you talk to somebody, you gotta feel yourself. Is when I'm talking, do I feel like I'm embodying what I'm saying? Am I projecting what I'm saying so that when I speak, the other people can feel me through a screen, through a house, through a city, through a state, through a country, through the ocean? If I speak and I speak from here, do they feel me? Do I feel me? Do I feel the words welling up in my spirit before they come out of my throat and out of my and transmit out of my mouth to be received by somebody else? Is that vibration? Is I'm vibrating those words out of my throat, out of my mouth? Am I vibrating those words, or am I speaking them words? So these are the type of things. Now, once you start hearing the physics, you start learning the physics. Now you got to start checking in with yourself. You feel me? Because you understand this is quantum, and we can connect to it. We could try to do in quantum entanglement and all that. Yeah, saying all those words sound good. If you just, but you really want to start embodying it. Otherwise, you're just speaking dead language, dead words. That's why I don't like when people try to say, oh, don't use the English language because it's witchcraft. Oh, don't say good morning because there's two synonyms, and morning could be mourning for the deaf, and then they got the morning star. Bro, it's whatever the intention I set on the vibration and the frequency when I transmit the goddamn message. So if I mean good morning and I mean morning star, the light of my world, that is what it means. You don't try to defile what I meant and turn it into your bad morning. And this is what I keep telling y'all about consciousness. A lot of it is about the way you choose to see things. You want to take this shit and turn it into something distorted. You want to make good morning distorted. You want to do that. So you are distorting that. You want to bring distortion into your own field. I don't. I like coherence. Which is why when y'all say shit to me that doesn't make no sense, it triggers me to try to fix it. Y'all take it as me getting mad, being mean. And this is why I'm getting to a point where I'm going to choose not to deal with the public. Because y'all are not understanding. I am a high vibrational, high intelligence, high conscious being. That low level shit I can't have it in my field. You want to be welcome into my field, you have to get into coherence. You have to be in harmony with me. You have to resonate with me. So when I stop you and I try to teach you how to resonate with me, you can't get butt hurt. If you get butt hurt and say this bad vibes, I'm out, get the fuck out. Because go look up vibrations and see do vibrations if they're bad or good. Or if they're high or low. And your low linguistic having ass bringing the low vibrations in here. You're actually slowing the whole conversation down with your slow ass, low ass vibes. So I would prefer you actually not bring your low, slow vibrational ass into my field. If you happen to sneak past and get into my field with that low vibrational shit, it's going to make me try to knock you off. You're a distortion to my coherence. So if I cannot bring you into harmony, resonance, and coherence with me, you got to get the fuck on. Go on back to your distortion, boo-boo. This is over here we have coherence. That's why I'm quick to cut people off. I protect my energy. That's called protecting your energy. Y'all think protecting your energy is, oh, you call me a name. I don't care if you call me a name. Actually, you could call me any name in the book. I know who the hell I am. What you call me does not matter to me. But when you speak at distortion in my field, you cannot bring distortion in a field of coherence. It's like I will hit you like a lightning bolt. I will cast you out of the heavens onto the earth. Because in my field, this is my heaven. And if I give you access to me, I'll let you up into my heavens. And if you don't follow the law of my heavens, you got to get casted out. See, y'all talking about, I'm very into this quantum shit. Y'all just now hopping on this shit. I've been doing it. I'm the one that was doing it, that was showing y'all that y'all thought it was magic. It ain't magic. But I'm not finna slow down and stop because y'all got on the boat. No, I've been up here where I'm at. I'm going to stay up here still. I'm going to always be ahead of you. Because I've been studying this 20 plus years. And I don't like distortion at all. I like truth. I like honesty. I like clarity. You feel me? I like what you call good vibes. Y'all think that what y'all saying is good vibes because you didn't think that you thought it was good. But if you come with low intelligence, that's bad vibes. And then when somebody tries to correct you and you get offended and then try to be react in a nasty way because somebody's trying to correct you. If you don't like correction, you like distortion. So me and you will never be in harmony. No matter how much you like me, no matter how much you desire to know me, to want to be around me, you will never get access to me in distortion. I'm telling y'all, it will my field will automatically put up a wall. What y'all call me being aggressive, mean, uh, 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 closed off, whatever you want to say. Yes, I am closed off to distortion. So if you come trying to bring distortion into my field, my field has like a force field around it. And it's a force field, I shouldn't be telling y'all this, of dark energy. Stop bringing your distortion into my field, because I have dark energy protecting my field. Be cool. I'm trying to correct you so you can be in my harmonize in my reality. This my reality over here. This is my world. This is my life. This is my world. And I am okay being in it by myself if that means that I'm gonna have coherence. I would rather be by myself than in distortion. I don't want to be in distortion. My field does not like distortion at all. Now, that is the point y'all need to get to. And the reason is you need to get hard lessons is because you need to realize like you're bringing distortion. And you need to think about that because you're not fully embodying the energy yet. So it's going to take a while before you just know how to like filter out distortion. But that's why you got to start thinking before you speak. Am I speaking coherently? Feel your heart before you speak, bro. Before you type, bro, put your hand over your heart because y'all not up there yet. Like literally ask yourself, is this what I should say? And yourself would tell you. I don't think that's what you should say. And if it don't, then listen to yourself. And then you can then you can try it on me. And then you'll find out for real if it do or if it don't. Y'all keep worrying about what's the next step? What's the next step? The next step is to stop faking it and make it. Stop just talking it and start walking it. Yes, it's beautiful that y'all resonating with the information because that automatically should let you know that that is truth for you. Nobody's forcing you to do it. It's making you feel better about yourself, about your situation. It's giving you hope. It's making you feel empowered within yourself. And that is the first step because everything else comes after that like a domino effect. Once you start getting now that you're collapsing into your reality, this consciousness is going to fill up your reality more and more and more, but it's not fast. Like I told y'all, just because you heard it one day, you don't wake up tomorrow like me. Me took a long time to be me. The thing is, y'all won't take as long because y'all got each other and y'all have each other now. Now everybody's talking about the different aspects and different angles from quantum physics to quantum theory to quantum biology to quantum mechanics to quantum they got biophysiology, quantum psychology, but I've heard people now, everybody's breaking it up and everybody's talking about a different aspect of how the science explains how the magic works. Well, let's get to the point where we're actually embodying the magic. And that just takes you focusing more on this stuff, but not focusing more on Googling it or listening to people doom scrolling or whatever you want to say. Once you learn something, you literally need to start trying to embody it. So this is the way that I used to originally teach people how to start embodying the energy. I'm gonna give y'all a quick lesson. This is what I used to do about 8 or 9 years ago, and I think it worked back then, but it's like this shit comes in waves and cycles, and so it's like I'm doing this shit every 7, 8 years over and over again. But it's basically telepathy, right? Right? And so we all use telepathy all the time, but we're just not always aware of it. Sometimes you just sitting there and you think of someone that you miss. It could be your sister, your mom, an old friend, uh, anybody. And literally think of them. And when you think of them, that feeling that you feel, like think of somebody that you have hold dear to your heart, but you haven't heard from them probably in a little bit. And when you think of them, you should feel a feeling in your heart start to like conjure up. As you're thinking of them, you want to conjure up that feeling. So what you want to do is bring their essence. So like, like, oh, so say you think about your mom, right? So you could like remember a time when you seen her at the stove at the kitchen and she was cooking, and you was trying to see what she was doing, and like literally you got to see her at the kitchen standing there, her mannerisms, and the conversation that y'all was having or whatever. And then that should bring the essence of that person into your field. Once you start bringing the essence of that person into your field, you should know every person that you deal with essence, right? Because this is how you know when spirits that are passed away are coming to visit you. Because you don't know, like, oh, I feel like my sister here. I feel like my dad's here. That feels like my dad. And that's how you'll know, like, your dad is watching over you or your granny is watching over you. You can feel their presence. It's a presence. Everybody has a presence or an essence. You know how when you know somebody is there because you can feel them, and you go looking because you know that person, I feel them there. That's presence. You can tap into other people's presence. We do it all the time. So as you're tapping into your person's presence that you're thinking about, and you're thinking about a time that, and you're thinking about the love that you have for them, because you want to feel it in your heart. You want that feeling in your heart to amplify. So you want to think about a loving memory of them, and then you want to think about them calling you or talking to you or texting you. And literally you could be like picturing it in your phone and seeing and calling and texting you, and give it like a couple of days or so. And usually you should feel something, and then they should feel something. Sometimes they won't call or text you, they'll just feel it. And actually what you could do is, if they don't call or text you, you could call or text them in a couple days. And when you call or text them, they'll say, I was just thinking about you. I just thought about you. And that's your confirmation. So this is the way you get confirmation from your metaphysical to your physical 3D. You have to trust yourself, and you have to be truthful with yourself. This is the most important part, is trust and truthfulness. Trust and truthfulness. That's why being authentic and all that shit is the first layers of peeling back, right? Because in order if you're authentic, then you're already used to doing trust and truthfulness consistently, right? It's already consistent part of your thing. But it's a lot of it that has to do with trust and truthfulness. And so you're going to trust yourself to send that, to transmit that message, And then the truthfulness is when you're not telling them that you thought about them, that you sent this message to them or not. You're being truthful with yourself when you speak to them about how do they respond. You know, do they say that they thought about you? Or you feel me? Do they mention you or some way of them, of your essence or your presence being carried to them through what you would probably call entanglement? So yes, the next steps is before y'all start thinking y'all finna rage war on anybody, is you're still finished. Everybody has to conquer the war within themselves. Once you conquer the war within yourself, by the time you finish conquering the war within yourself, when you look up at the world outside of you, it's going to be a different world. One of the most important things that happens when we start to focus more on our consciousness and not on the religious collective is we bring our power into reality and we collapse their power. So the longer you not ignore them, but as more you are distracted from that noise by living in your own reality, that reality is going to collapse on its own. Because remember, where your attention goes, that's what grows. So if we are constantly still giving the beast, the system, our attention, it's going to persist. Which is why, like, a lot of my haters are trying to ignore me or give me the perception that I'm being ignored. Like, to the point that they're reporting all of my videos and my live streams so that they can keep my live streams down. So they can't reach the FYP. They're going out of their way. And this is just a part of the game that you have to play. So that's why you got to be truthful and for truth with this shit. Because if you really doing this for clout, to be seen, for numbers and all that shit, when everybody start reporting your shit, trying to suppress your shit, it's gonna make you stop. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to just feel unsure of yourself and stop. But see, somebody gave me some game on TikTok on one of these little posts a while ago, and it made me realize in good enough time, even if you're only getting 40 views on each post, and they didn't even say 40, they said more than that. That is 40 people that you're talking to every day. Every post. So if I post 10 times a day and I get at least 100 post views on every post, I still got 1,000 views that day. So my haters can't stop me because I can't even think of my words right now. I got bulk content. So they can't keep the eyes off me, even if it's just 100 people seeing my shit because they're suppressing my content. That's 100 people per post. Imagine every time I got up and to talk in my room and 100 people filled up my room. I don't even think my room could hold 100 people. I don't think my living room could hold 100 people. I think 100 people would take to fill up this room, my living room, and the room next to it. And I'm talking about standing body to body. So every time my haters think they got one up on me, I got two up on them. And that's why this shit is spreading like wildfire. I know what I'm doing. I told y'all I play numbers. Long numbers. I play numbers game. I know how to count, add, subtract, and double that. Y'all can't stop me.